Hello Reformers, and welcome back to Viking Conquest. Now, when we left off, we only had around 32 units, and now we have almost, well, we've more than doubled our army size, and we now have 69 units. So, we are going to be taking these guys on once again. I am very hopeful that we'll be able to succeed in this particular endeavor, because beforehand, you do know that we had great deals of difficulty, and I am just hopeful that we'll be able to do this. So let us charge everyone in, and hope that we have enough power and enough units to be able to do this. Now, do bear in mind that I stood at Reba quite a lot to be able to get as many units as we have right here, and I basically just recruited them whenever they were refreshed, and that was actually quite soon. They refreshed themselves quite a lot, which was wonderful, so we could get a lot of good units. And I do really like that. So as you can see right here, I believe, even though we lost a huge amount of units, we have succeeded now. And wait a minute, they stood and fought, did they not? Oh, wait a minute, there was actually a patch just about maybe half an hour, maybe an hour ago, and maybe that has actually proven to fix the problem at hand with these fellows running over to the edge of the map. Maybe that is it. So, we have here, after brutal combat, Ulf's farm is covered with corpses. Your men roam between the bodies, finishing off the wounded and taking everything that is of value. You look at Egil, who's cutting off the finger of a dying warrior to take a golden ring. Then at Brunhild, who's watching with horror at all the carnage. Then at Reginald, who's laughing, sitting on a corpse. You yourself do not know how you feel. Somebody said once that war changes people, but war never changes. Nope, that's from a different game. That, it is a voracious demon that devours your soul. Have you changed? Are you different? Your thoughts are broken when two of your soldiers bring before you Olvir. He's still alive, but not for long. The blood gushes from his side, unstoppable. Talk to Olvir, let's do it. Egil stops looting when Olvir is carried to you. He approaches. Damn, Olvir Whitehair, perhaps you thought you could beat us. I had heard that you're a smart man. Olvir coughs up blood and puts his hand on his side. He looks tired. Very tired, but still proud. He stands up straight. My life and my death serve the purposes of my lord. My victory would have been over an enemy that he hates. My death will make you banned before the assembly, Borgar Bertild. Oh dear. Okay, wait a second here. Are we going to be hated in this land as well? Sigurd is making a lot of trouble for me. It's time he pays for his treachery. Oh, okay. Well, I think we should probably get as much information as we can about the assembly, because if it's something we need to know about, then I'd like to know about it. He spits to one side with apathy before speaking. You will be accused of having killed Olvir before the assembly of free men, and they will demand payment or revenge. As Sigurd already wants you dead, it is clear that they will kill you. His face is pale. He has a moment of life left. You fool! I will laugh at you when Sigurd Ragnarsson kills you, as I enjoy feasts at Valhalla. You have no idea who Sigurd is, and what he is capable of. Everyone fears him, even his own brothers. Well, maybe not Ivar the Boneless. Ivar is the most ruthless of the sons of Ragnar. He has a cough that makes him stoop. You see blood flowing from his side in less quantity, and his eyes begin to fade. I'm dying. Give me my sword, so that the Valkyries will see that I am a warrior, and take me to the halls of Odin. Borgar Bertild, this man has insulted and threatened you, and tried to kill us. He is not deserving of our compassion. Also, giving the sword is a pagan custom. Let him die and go to hell. Well, we are technically pagan, are we not? I thought we were. Maybe Reginald isn't. Well, Egil give him his sword, it allows him to travel to Valhalla. No, he's right, you do not deserve it. I think he deserves it. He was merely following orders. And he was trying to be a good soldier, warrior, Viking for his lord. So, I think that's fair. Am I being too compassionate here? I do tend to be compassionate in these sort of situations, but let's do it. I know Reginald isn't going to like it, but Egil does like it. And we've gained some reputation, which I think is good. So, yeah, we don't want to be completely hated by everyone. Egil carefully puts the sword in the hand of Olvir, who looks at you gratefully. Banquets, women, and endless battles await you in the Hall of the Gods, Olvir. You've been a good warrior, although we have been enemies. I will see you someday, and maybe we can fight alongside each other at Ragnarok. Sir, it is time to hit the road. We should go talk to my father, King Horik. Being charged with murder before the Assembly is a serious thing, and Sigurd will seek to exploit this advantage to the fullest. No more time wasting. Let's go. Well, it appears we are going to be speaking to King Horik then, but where would he be? Who's that? Christian clergy! Shall we take them down? I have no idea. I mean, we are pagans technically, so maybe it would be a good idea. Well, whatever the case, I do believe we'll level up Egil first, just to make sure that he has the greatest amount of damage and indeed survivability. As you see, he only took about half of his HP there. Not too bad, I gotta say. So, yes, his leadership is absolutely amazing. If we do make our own faction, which might actually be closer than we think, let's just take a look at our tactics here. Egil has the most of our tactics skill right here, so we're going to improve that by 1, because then that will make it 2 levels, and that will increase our battle advantage by 2. That is rather nice. And what else do we want to go for here? Well, power throw, he doesn't have any throwing weapons. And I suppose the only thing we can really go for otherwise is just continue pumping his tactics skill, but I think if he were to level up to level 6, he would probably have that already anyway, so I think we'll just go for another point in Iron Flesh. I would spec into Shield if there was Shield available, and I think what we'll do is, from now on, we're probably just going to level up tactics every single time for Egil here, because that is going to make him an absolute beast in combat. If he is outnumbered, he won't be any further with that battle advantage increase. So, yeah, hopefully at least, if he does become a vassal of ours, of course. So that's always something to take into account, I do believe. And now we will be heading on over to our character here and taking a look at our attribute. Whoa, we've actually gained an attribute point. Okay. Well, it appears that maybe every 3 levels we gain an attribute point, maybe. I think we started at level 3, so maybe that is it. That's quite interesting, I have to admit. So, what do we want to go for here? Well, I think I probably want to improve our agility to 15, because having heavier armor on, or at least we are going to be having heavy armor on soon, that would really help us out to move a little bit quicker. As you can see, it slightly increases movement speed. So let's do that. I know we only have 5 in athletics, but technically we have 6, I do believe, but it's only 5 at the moment because we have a shield on, so I think we want to go for riding skill. I really think we want to go for riding skill. We want to get a horse. We really do want to get a horse, so let's do that. And let's improve... let's improve our throwing skill, even though I'm pretty sure I'm not going to use one. I might in the future, because, I mean, we do have 3 in power throw, and we might have even more as time goes on, but... who knows? Our reputation is unkind at the moment. Not great, but... what can you say? We have no traits, no scars, no wounds. Not yet, anyway, so that is okay. And we are now going to be heading onward, I suppose. So, let's just take a look at our quest right here, make sure that we see what is going on. Okay, so Olvir White here has died at the Battle of Ulf's Farm. Not exactly the most glorious battle, is it? But yes. Egil thinks Jarl Sigurd will use this to report you to the Assembly and demand blood compensation. Your companion has proposed for you to go to visit King Yorick once again. Okay, so let us try to find him. So I suppose the best thing to do would be to ask this fellow where he is. So let's go and speak to this guy. I wish to ask you something. I want to know where your king is. Ah, he should be close to Reba. That's excellent. Okay, so let's go over there. Now, no, it's not that fellow. So, oh wow, that's actually a really long way away. Okay, well, that's fine. I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to save here because I'm a little bit worried that something's going to happen, like we're going to just completely die or something. But I don't think we have a very weak army nowadays. I think we dealt with Olvir rather considerably, but do bear in mind... we had 69, and we lost 21 units to death in that fight. That is actually really impressive for Olvir to be able to take out that many. And there is King Horik. Excellent. So we can speak to him without too many difficulties now. Okay, so... Oh my goodness. King Horik, we were attacked at Ulf's farm. Lower your voice. Come, follow me. Let's talk in private. You follow the king to a nearby grove, away from prying ears and eyes. Or eyes and ears. Yes, talk to King Horik. Let's do it. This is a good place away from prying ears. Now talk. Sigurd Ragnarsson sent men to kill us. Or, Sigurd promised to give me Sven and my mother, but we were attacked instead. Oh, this is going to be an important decision, I have a feeling. Because if we decide to... Well, should we do this? We were attacked instead? Yeah, why not? Because technically, he did send men to kill us, but we also had this deal going on. So, should we tell the truth to this guy? Okay. Oh dear, that's actually... Oh no, of course. Of course. Okay, I should have selected the other one. -2 relation right there. That's not too bad, I guess. Now, Egil will say, My king, as you've asked me, I've been your eyes and ears. I know all the important information, because in Borgar's camp, there are no secrets. As you already know, Borgar is the one who broke Sigurd's plan to put a puppet on the throne of Fries, but it was likely by accident than a deliberate act, as Borgar is looking for Sven, Sigurd's first man, for revenge, and because he has imprisoned Borgar's mother. When Borgar talked to Sigurd, they agreed that in exchange for Bodo the Cantabrian, Sigurd would deliver up Sven and Borgar's mother to Ulf's farm. Yes, it is more or less what I expected. Really? He's nothing but a spy? No, okay, we're not going to... Well, I'd like to give Egil the benefit of the doubt, really, because even though he may be a spy, I feel as though he might have done us a service here, because if the king trusts Egil, then hopefully he will then transfer that trust to us. Of course, that is highly unlikely, but I'm going to not say anything at the moment. There is a problem. Sigurd sent Olvir Whitehair to kill Borgar. Olvir has died, but not before declaring that Sigurd would take his case to the assembly. I'm sure Ulf would be one witness in his favor. By now, my king, many have seen Borgar talking to you. Sigurd could use this against you. He remains thoughtful a moment. You have traveled with Borgar. What do you think of him? Not much to say. He is someone pretty normal. I have not seen anything special. Well, except for one thing. His luck. Really? I've always thought we have terrible luck, but maybe we don't, okay? His luck is greater than I would have thought. I do not know how, but he is always victorious. Oh no, you obviously didn't see the last episode, Egil. Maybe I should give you the link to that. That would maybe be a good idea, just to get him up to speed. He will help us advance our agenda. He looks directly into your eyes. Bodo's mission was not a secret, neither for me nor for Sigurd, despite all the means taken to make it so. There's a man in the court of Asturias, willing to do anything to finish off their king, Aldefonso. Can you believe it? It seems that in that kingdom so far away, they have the same problems that we have here. I knew all about this long before you came to see me for the first time, although I pretended to know nothing. Oh, okay. What are we going to do? You laughed at us when we first spoke. I see you and Sigurd play a game of intrigue for the throne, and I'm in the middle. I do not like anybody playing with me. I'll say nothing, I actually think. There we are. He sighs. Sigurd wants my kingdom. He has gathered an army with the excuse of going to help his brothers in England, but I fear he could use these men to take my throne if he gets favor in the assembly. Now he has two cards to play for such favor. First, Bodo's letter from the Kingdom of Asturias, and second, Olvir Whitehair's death. Our fates are crossed, Borgar. The soothsayers told me about you before you came. They said there will come a man whose fortune is larger than that of Sigurd. It will save my throne. You want Sven and your mother, and I want to thwart Sigurd's plans. I'll help you, and you help me. From now on, you have my official protection in Denmark. Oh, that is excellent. That is very nice indeed. Can you tell me what your plans are? You take for granted too many things. I am not in your service. I do not think I need you. Oh my goodness. We will be allies for now, but when this is over, I want nothing more to do with you or Egil. Okay, can you tell me what your plans are? Oh. Oh, okay, that's a good relation increase right there. Not bad at all. Well, I'm glad to see you're on my side. Listen now. His hands move quickly as he explains his thoughts. There is a man named Guthrum, who is a faithful man respected in Denmark. I will ask for him to lead Sigurd's Vikings to provide support for the invasion of England by the sons of Ragnar, but my proposal will not succeed if Sigurd presents Bodo's letter in the assembly, or if he can associate me with the death of Olvir Whitehair. Unfortunately, the letter has been hidden. My contacts say that Sigurd gave it to Atli Eiriksson, his second man after Sven. Atli sailed from Ribba some time ago, and no one knows his fate. Perhaps the Ribba portmaster knows something, but he will not talk to my people. You have to get this letter soon while I buy loyalties for the assembly. The portmaster and I will have words. Also, if you want to keep your head on your neck, I would suggest you talk to Ulf and convince him not to testify against you at the assembly. Another thing that might help would be to have good relations with the Jarls of Denmark, so that they will speak well of you at the assembly. I would recommend you meet them and try to make friends. I surely will. I value my neck. Your neck is also important to me now, so trust me. Good luck. Egil walks away with King Horik for a moment, and you see them speak quietly. Then King Horik leaves, and Egil comes back to you. Borgar Berchelt, we have a mission to fulfill. I will not forget who you are or your betrayal, Egil, or, yes, do not waste any more time. Okay, so Reginald thinks you are a weak leader for not punishing Egil, and your men think you are a weak... Oh. And we lose 25 renown. Of course. I really thought that it would be a good idea just to get our cohesion going, get our team going and everything. My options are all terrible. It obviously proves that I am definitely not Viking material, that's for sure. Okay, well, it appears we need to be a little meaner then, shall we? Okay, let's ask for some more recruits, just in case. And what else do we want to do here? Well, we want to go and talk to Ulf, do we not? Oh my goodness. Okay, so, yes, King... Oh my. Yes, King Horik has good relations with us. And we need to talk to Ulf. And it would be a good idea to have good relations, more than 15 relation points with the Jarls of Denmark. Okay. How am I supposed to do that? That's going to be quite tricky. I suppose we'll have to do a couple of tasks for them, or maybe there's going to be a unique event that will give us that ability. Now, wait a minute. Why aren't I allowed to continue onward? Oh, there we are. Thank you very much. Okay, so let's try to find a Jarl. I do know that we spoke to one just over here, so I suppose we should head over just in case... Why is this not moving? What is going on with that? I have no idea what is going on. Okay, wait a minute. Maybe we have to go over this way first, and then click over here. Perhaps that is it. No? Okay, there's some weird stuff going on. I have no idea. Maybe it's the camera angle. Yeah, I think it's the camera angle. Okay, so, yes, we're nearing the Jarl that we spoke to beforehand, but I'm pretty sure he's moved on by now. Yes, he has. Oh, no, he hasn't. Excellent. Let's speak to him. We want to see whether we can improve our relations. Oh, never mind. Okay, this guy really hates us. That's not too good. Okay, so... Oh, dear. Okay, do you have any tasks? No, he doesn't need our help. I would like to ask permission. Well, I've come to know you, and it pleases me to allow it. Oh, okay. Well, that's rather nice. Thank you very much, even though you don't really like us. Not entirely sure. Very strange things going on. Okay, I think I should probably talk to Ulf first, because he's no doubt going to be someone that we really need to speak to. He is an eyewitness, after all, I do believe. So, let us enter the farmstead. And we will speak to Ulf. He's not going to be happy with us. He seriously is not. We stole from him and everything. Sorry, I am busy. Of course. Oh dear. Okay, I have a bad feeling about this as well. He might just sick everyone on us right here and we'll be completely destroyed. Okay, he says, Borgar Berchelt, what are you doing here again? Ulf, I want to convince you to not testify against me in the assembly. I prefer to talk to my daughter. She is pregnant with the child of your companion Egil, an illegitimate baby of a man without future. You have dishonored my house and my daughter. I will present my case to the assembly. Oh my. This is terrible. The man that you choose from my party will marry her. I'll take your daughter with me. Okay, why not? Let's get another companion. Oh, nope, nope. We're not going to do that, apparently. Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. How about that? The law in Denmark makes a distinction between... Oh, my... Yes, it is also important... Oh, 4,000? Oh, wow, okay. Do not listen to silly Egil, sir, but it's true that with 4,000 pennies, Ulf will be more than happy and will not testify against you. Oh, money, my favorite topic. This is where I come in. Reginald launches a whistle of astonishment. Look at this man. He must be more than 2 meters if he's an inch. He is Orm the Black, guest of Ulf, and future owner of his farm and daughter. I am not in the habit of eavesdropping, but since everything related to this farmstead is now my business, I've decided to introduce myself and act. I thought it was a little bit weird that this guy was here. Minus 46 relation with Ulf. Obviously, I don't know how much we have with this guy. Pleasure, Orm. How is it that you are the owner? Oh my goodness. My father has his pride, but we need your support. Orm's Fati is a berserker and a duelist. He is an evil person, but no one can stand up to him. Oh no, he's a duelist. I know what that means. He arrived shortly after you left us and asked for my hand, which my father withheld. Then he challenged my father to a duel. Oh, to the death. Oh yes, of course. Orm will kill my father and stay with me on the farm. My father is old and cannot deal with this man. Please be our second. Brunhild spits near the foot of Orm. This man is scum, sir. He challenges old defenseless peasants in order to steal everything they have. Worst of all, he wants to make Ulf's daughter, Thora, a slave. And who knows what will happen to the child in Thora's belly. Ignore them. You're lucky I'm here. Ulf will not testify against you in the assembly on account of his death, and the girl will not be your problem because I will take care of her and the rat within. And since I like you, I'll give you half price. All you have to do is give me 2,000... Oh my... Okay, so let's take a look here. It's a deal. Take this money and thanks for taking care of this matter. Ulf will be dead tomorrow, so my problem is solved. I will pay my wergild of 4,000 pennies. No, I'm afraid not. I hate injustice. I will fight on Ulf's behalf and settle my debt with him. Oh my... Oh! The two matters are separate. I will pay my wergild of 4,000 and I will still fight. Do I want to fight this guy? He's in chainmail. He is seriously in chainmail. Okay, let's do it. We gain some renown, which is great. We gain... Our reputation is now at 10. That's great. And now Reginald says, Sir, are you sure? Have you considered your relative height and your old wounds? This man is made for murder. No, worse. He's a berserker. If he enter trance, Borgar, you won't have a chance. I am sure. The gods bless you, Borgar. We will always be indebted to you. Oh, yeah, look at this. We're righting all of the wrongs that we committed beforehand. I did not expect this selfless reaction. I know that I do not stand a chance against Orm, so I'm very grateful. Whatever happens, know that I will not testify against you at the assembly. Ragnarsson will not like that much, but it's you that are here for me, and I won't ask wergild for my daughter. What you do makes up for any debt between us. Well, I did just pay it, didn't I? Didn't I pay that? I thought I paid 4,000. Well, we'll take a look after this, if I am able to survive. Now, let's take a look here. We're gaining relations with everyone, apart from Reginald, who doesn't like that one bit. And this guy says, If you are such an idiot, the better for me. Such heroes always end up occupying but 6 square feet of the earth. But if you so desire such a plot, your time has come. I'm only too happy to add all of your things to the farm and the girl. Well, I don't think we're going to have any problems here. Right? You move from the farm to a clearing where Ulf's thralls are preparing a ritual circle of stones that mark our grave. No. That mark the boundary of the dueling area. Around you, all the men from the farm and your men form another circle to cheer you on. In front of you, Orm the Black warms his oversized muscles. He seems confident. Perhaps given his spotless record of wins, he can't be said to be too confident. Your companions give you pats on the back, advice, and wishes for good luck. All but Reginald, who is pessimistic, and says he will record the runes on your gravestone. Oh dear. Suddenly he lifts his head, and looking at you with bloodshot eyes, shouts something unintelligible. He launches himself towards you like a viper, much more quickly than one would expect from such a large man. Okay, so he's got throwing weapons. I think I should just waste them. Okay, he only has 2. So let's do this. Oh, goodness me. Well. That was interesting. That was very interesting. Okay, that shows we need a little bit better armor, I do believe. I'm going to try and earn some money, and I'll see what I can do about... Oh my goodness, yeah. See what I can do about that, but really? That guy killed me in 1 hit? How much HP do I have? Let me just take a look. 63? He did 59, didn't he? Didn't he do 59, or did he actually just do 63 damage entirely? Maybe that is the case. Well, whatever. We are going to be entering the farmstead once again. I will talk to these fellows. I will select exactly the same options, and I will see you back when we are in the dueling ring, which is bound to be quite a difficult thing indeed. Okay, so it was easy enough to run through all of the conversations, of course. Didn't have to read it again, of course, which is always a nice thing, and... I am hopeful that we'll be able to do this now. Oh, a nice hit. No. Oh, we're doing some damage. Oh. No. Yes, come on. Oh, that was close. No, my shield got destroyed at the end. Terrible. Okay. We'll be back. Okay, so we are fighting once again with Orm, and I have a bad feeling about this, I gotta say, because what I can currently tell is that he's going to destroy our shield pretty fast, thanks to the amazing damage that he's able to do. Oh, like that, for example. And I'm actually unsure how I'm gonna beat this guy. Maybe I shouldn't do this particular option. Maybe that would be a better idea. I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna try a little bit more, and I'll see whether we can do some considerable damage to him, because on that second try that we had, I was able to do, I do believe, 46 damage with an overhead. So I'm going to try the overhead first, and then we'll see how that goes. Okay, so I've done some pretty considerable damage to him so far, as you can see by the 32 and so forth, but... oh dear. Oh dear. No, 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 no! Okay, come on. Come on. Oh, that was unfortunate. That was really unfortunate. We were so close to it. Why did that do 0 damage? Can I ask? Why did that swing do 0 damage? Because I was moving at a pretty reasonable speed, and I was doing an overhead and everything on his very, very soft skull. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's do it. Okay, so what has actually happened is that... oh, never mind. Okay, I was about to say, he actually broke his weapon while he was... oh, I actually thought I was actually going to win that time, because I actually did 36 damage to him. I did a rather considerable amount of damage right there, and I think I was very close. Very close that time. He did break his weapon, though. He broke his initial sword, and that enabled us to get a little bit more damage on him to begin with, and then he switched to his backup weapon, which was quite disappointing to see. Okay, so I've just done 51 damage to hit. Okay, so there we have it. I took him down. Oh my goodness. I do believe what I will be doing is cutting back a little bit before my commentary comes in, because then you can see the entire fight and you can see how we did it. I have no clue how we were able to take him out, but really that was just... yeah, you have no idea how many times I attempted to do that. Now, what I actually did is I went to Reba and I I bought some better armor, which gave me about 10 more body armor. Not entirely sure whether that made a huge amount of difference, but he wasn't hitting us for a huge amount. He was hitting us for about 30 instead of hitting us for 50, maybe 40 to 50. So that may have actually helped us quite a bit. And as you can see, Orm the Black's corpse lies at your feet. Your arms are sore from blocking the brutality of his attacks, and your mind keeps replaying the more desperate moments of the duel. You wonder at the fury of Orm and his apparent immunity to pain. There's no doubt you're lucky, for you have just survived a fight with a berserker. Wow, okay. Suffice it to say, I am incredibly happy because I am really irritated by that guy. Like, I have no idea. I don't know what to say. I would just say that that is probably one of the hardest fights I've ever had to do. And I suppose if you're a better player, if you're more skilled at blocking and so forth, then you won't have too many difficulties. But wow, that guy is difficult, at least for me. So, keep this money and these items for Thora's future baby. Okay, no, we're going to... Oh, well, let's just see what he says first. Borgar Berthold, thank you very much for saving my life, my farm, and my daughter. I want to reward you by giving these treasures. Besides, these are the weapons of Orm. I think they should be yours. So what we're going to do is we're going to give him 4,000. And I will be content to keep Orm's sword and mail. There we go. Rich sword and Orm's byrnie. Whoa, okay. And he says, "You are a generous man. I hope you leave the assembly in good standing. My house is your house. There is no doubt that your luck exceeds that of most other men. You, my friend, are destined either for greatness, or to give greatness to whoever kills you. You've beaten a notorious berserker. You have my respect and admiration." Oh my goodness. Okay. I am just so pleased to get that over and done with. I really... I did not enjoy that. Suffice it... Oh my... This is exactly why. This is exactly why I did not enjoy it as much as I should have. Look at the armor on this guy. I'm using this, and he's using this. It's exactly double the amount of armor. No doubt I had that many difficulties, and of course the sword is actually not too bad either. I do believe... Yeah, it has 5 more damage. And exactly the same speed rating and weapon reach, but we're going to be using it anyway. And we'll use Orm's byrnie as well. I mean, seriously, we cannot die with this on. I'm sure it will be rather easy for myself to die, but Orm wearing this made it almost impossible to kill him, so I don't know what happened. I think I may have just gotten a really lucky hit on his head at the beginning. Like I stated before, getting a nice overhead with a good speed bonus at the start really helps, because I believe he has about 60 to 70 HP, and if you can do 46 or around that number off the bat, then you only have to get a couple of 10 damage hits in and you're golden. So hopefully you guys will be able to do that if you're playing along with me, of course. That is just insane. I'm pretty sure many of you are much more skilled than I am, so yeah. Phew, what can I say? That was impressive, to say the least. And yes, there it is. Oh my goodness. Okay, so yeah, we fought a duel with Orm the Black and killed him, saving Ulf's farmstead and his daughter. Ulf has promised that he will not testify against us and not ask compensation. Really? I thought I was going to give him the money anyway. Oh, okay. Well, apparently he didn't want the money. So, yes, considering I took about half an hour, maybe 20 minutes, fighting this guy over and over and over, that is persistence for you. I am going to be ending this episode off here. And hopefully, in the next one, we will not have to fight any berserkers, because those guys, I probably want to avoid them at all costs if I can. So, I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.